student visa holders who fail their assessments and they are trying to resit their assessment to pass and complete their degree or the qualification that they have got the CAS for. So in that case, recently I have been getting many queries on several channels asking me as to can they file a fee waiver application. I'm not sure. I think some of them also told me that some of the lawyers are advising this to be done. A fee waiver application is, so firstly, these are the challenges with this. I would strongly advise against making any fee waiver applications. There may be other options to apply, but just to get out, I'll address all the possibilities. First is the issues with this. Fee waiver application is only for a human rights based application. For example, a parent visa, child visa, partner visa, spouse visa, any human rights based applications, family route applications, that's a fee waiver application. For student visas to file a fee waiver just to buy time, this is something that you are trying to abuse the immigration system. Home Office is not happy with this. I was just looking at the data last week. I think from Home Office, I've made some shorts on that also, that the fee waiver applications are currently taking more than 12 months. So genuine applicants who are in need, even I have filed several applications for our clients who are genuine applicants and they do qualify for a fee waiver. In that case, their applications are delayed because students who don't qualify and they are making applications, or even PSW applicants who want to switch onto a skilled worker visa and they don't have anything, since FLRM, which is FLRO, further leave to remain others, which cost immigration health surcharge and the visa fees costing more than £3,000 or so in total. So in order to avoid that, people are just filing these fee waiver applications. Home Office is not happy about this and they will definitely bring something in to bridge this gap. And that's what Home Office confirmed in the previous call that we had through the immigration associations, and also the updates that they send us, that they are not very happy with all these unscrupulous applications filed where they are completely frivolous applications. That's what I would call it in legal terms. And they also said it's more frivolous applications where you don't qualify for a fee waiver. You are not even eligible. Even if you are, basically the fee waiver is a public funds application. Technically you are asking for government public funds. Students or postgraduate study or graduate route holders are not eligible for that. So in that case, if you're making an application, you are just increasing the job for the caseworker, for the government, wasting their time. Also now looking at the immigration rules. So firstly, this is what Home Office is not happy with this, and they are going to plug it in some way. So if anyone is advising you, whether a rep or you are doing it on your own account, or any friends are advising you, you should file fee waivers to buy time, that I would strongly advise against it. I have had many cases where even FLRMs, FLROs, FLR further leave to remains. I remember several other individuals also approached me on several channels and they said after 1 year waiting for that FLRO, which I was already advising against filing even in previous videos a year before, 2 years back also. Every time clients would ask me, should I file FLRO, further leave to remain, others, or it's called HRO or whatever those names are, further leave to remain, without any reason, to summarize. So you don't have any reason to live in the UK, you just file that application to buy time. Firstly, that itself doesn't make sense. It's just completely a frivolous application just to waste the time of the system. Don't do that. I would strongly advise against that. I know those individuals who filed it about 1 year back, 6 months, 2 years back, who were on student visas or some other visas and they were just buying time. They didn't get a refusal. They straight away got, I have seen at least several of them where the letter they have been sent a bail letter that you are on immigration bail. So that's what Home Office will go to. They do get to these extreme measures. Suddenly they will start doing all these random measures where people will not even expect that. No lawyer will expect it. Even I know that currently they are curtailing student visas leave, skilled workers, care workers leave, who have abused the system, bought the visas, etc. They are coming against them. They are, I know of many letters that I've seen where on the day when they audit it or when they visit the care home or something, they have curtailed even the student visas from that date forward without giving those 60 days grace period or whatever that everyone is assuming. because there is abuse of system, because you did not comply with your immigration rules that you were supposed to. So for any reason, I have seen several, even clients always come to us after all these things are done. I remember seeing several of these letters from home office given to students where they were working with care homes in breach of their 20 hours. Basically, they had their pay stubs or worksheet or something clearly showing that they were working more than the hours. They can get it anywhere. I'm just giving these examples. So just filing applications, fewer in particular. So with the FLRO, which I was already saying, advising against, I know other lawyers will make money. Don't go with them. I know there may be most of the legal reps are good enough. They would tell you the right things to do, but then I know some may not be that good, or they may just try to take your money and file any application or to advise you to do that. Don't fall for that. Just filing fewer applications is not going to give you anything. It doesn't even give you. So the way the fee waiver works is, if you file a fee waiver, let's say it takes 12 months, even if you're buying time for 6 months or say 3 months, and after that, if you file, you need to file a valid application within 10 days of the decision of the fee waiver. The fee waiver by itself will not even give you a section 3C. Right, it will give you, it basically goes forward and then gives you back. So let's say after 12 months, when the fee waiver is refused or approved, whatever the cases are, that's how the immigration rules state. Within 10 days, you need to file a valid application. If you don't do that, your fee waiver has not given you anything. You don't even get 3C right. Because with the fee waiver application, you may not even enroll biometrics. It's just a paper application, online form. You fill up, you send the documents, and that's it. And with that, if you try to check your right to work and all, it may come negative. Most probably it should come negative, because there is no biometrics enrolled. There is no standard process that you followed of a standard application where all the validity steps are completed. So a fee waiver is not the right option. That's what I'm strongly advising against. If you really want, the other option would be, for example, a student. I remember we did earlier this year also for, I think, some students where there was a reset or something and he wanted to buy some time, and maybe we filed the application and then he got the reset results within a month or so. So if there is a reasonable time, there is no guarantee. I'm not saying 1 month is the time, but it depends on the facts of the case. Always speak to immigration lawyers, speak to us. We always charge for our consultation. We don't give free advice, just to clarify, or to speak to any other lawyers you wish to and get proper advice, any registered lawyers. And so you may be able to buy time and then submit your results and get from the student to the PSW, or even if you are on a PSW visa, let's say graduate route visa, and you are switching to a skilled worker, don't just file these fee waiver applications just because they are free. You won't get anything. Your immigration status will be ruined. Or don't just file those FLROs also, further leave others, whatever that is, by wasting all that money. It doesn't give you anything. So just filing these applications, FLRO is kind of a last resort, which should be rarely used. But if you have a chance of getting sponsorship or something, let's say you are on a graduate route and you're going to get it within, say, you already find a sponsor, they are applying for a sponsor license. There are different ways how we can file the skilled worker application in time, save you all that FLR fees, and then ask the Home Office to keep the application on hold. If you have genuine sponsor, genuine employment, and there is a genuine prospect of getting a certificate of sponsorship in a reasonable time, in the reasonable future. It really depends on the facts of the case, but we've done many successful applications where even the sponsor employer did not have a license. We filed for the license, even filed a skilled worker application because the individual's leave was expiring. We asked the Home Office to keep it on hold. We explain all the facts, and every time we have got it. It's not that I'm saying that it is a guaranteed thing that will work, because one of the requirements is that you need to have a valid cause on the date of application. But then Home Office has been always reasonable with us. I've seen this from experience, where if the sponsor license is in progress, yes, they will try to keep it on hold. Or if the sponsor license is already there and an allocation has been applied, and we tell them that allocation is applied, obviously the waiting period is about 18 weeks or so. For understandard, priority slots are not available so easily, only 60 of them per day. So they do understand all these challenges of the system of other departments. So they always act reasonably. I've never seen any application been declared invalid, but yes, you always have those risks. So make sure any lawyer that is representing you, you are taking advice from, please take all the answers properly. They should advise you on the positives and the negatives, the pros and the cons. Even if you're trying to do that fee waiver, which I would strongly advise against, or further leave to remain others, FLRO, this is also strongly advised against application. If there are other possibilities where it is just a matter of time when you are going to get to the next level of visa from the student to graduate, let's say you are going to get your degree in a reasonable time, whatever your reset is there, and you just want to buy some time, that may be possible. There are different ways, maybe filing through the app, or rather than filing the older way of attending a biometrics appointment, etc., etc. So there are different ways, lawyers know, and so definitely take a proper advice before filing any of these fee waivers and all, which is not recommended. So I just wanted to make this video since everyone has been, I'm hearing this from all sides basically. Yeah, so I would strongly advise against applying any fee waiver unless you are doing any of these human rights based applications. If you do like this video, do subscribe to our channel. If you're watching this on TikTok, subscribe there. You can also support our channel by becoming paid members for nominal price of $4.99, and we do provide quite exhaustive advice on your comments, either through a short or by replying to your comments. Even on TikTok, we have the subscription option. If you're a subscriber, we reply to, whether on YouTube or TikTok. If you're supporting the channel by becoming either a member on YouTube or subscriber on TikTok. TikTok also, I think it's just £3-4 or something per month, and YouTube is about £5, I think. So if you are supporting the channel, we will answer your questions within 24 hours. Any questions that you may have, we try and answer that. You can check on any of the channels that you are following us on. And do subscribe to our channel, like this video. If you did not like this video, definitely make it a point and dislike it twice. Make sure that these videos are not helping you. Make your point very clear, so I am aware that these types of videos I should not be making. So, and if it did help you, definitely like this video, and I know that I should be making these types of videos as well. Thank you very much for watching.